Australians love growing their own herbs and veggies, and the hands down #1 favourite to grow at home is the tomato. Hardly surprising, as they are pretty easy to grow and the rewards can be huge. Delicious harvests that can roll on for a month or more from each plant. One of the best things about tomatoes is that many are super simple to grow in pots, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is. All you need is a good pot, make sure it's a size appropriate for your variety, quality potting mix, ensure it's a top quality standards approved mix, a stake if your tomato variety needs support, a roll of stretchy budding tape to tie your tom up, and of course a tomato plant. Before we get going, understand where tomatoes like growing. Think 5 to 6 hours of good sun a day and protection from strong and drying winds. The key to success with your potted harvest is your potting mix. Tomatoes, like a lot of herbs and veggies, are described by professionals as gross feeders. That basically means they like a lot to eat. So it's important that your potting mix contains excellent nutrient levels that will last over an extended period. I like this mix as it's been tailored for fast-growing big feeders like veggies. It contains controlled release Osmocote and a special blend of concentrated organic nutrients, including seaweed extract to feed continuously for 3 months. It also contains something very important if you're growing tomatoes: added calcium. Tomatoes are prone to a frustrating problem called blossom end rot. The plant grows quite well and fruit develop, but then their ends rot out. But with the right calcium levels in this mix, that'll never be a problem. First thing I like to do is soak my tomato in a solution that'll help reduce transplant shock and give it a head start. Scott's Pure Organic Liquid Seaweed Plant Food is perfect. Fill your pot with mix about 1/3 of the way, gently press it down to get rid of any air pockets, but don't compress the mix. Because your plant isn't huge, you can just fill the pot all the way up to the top with potting mix, but just keep the mix about 3 centimetres or so down from the top lip to make watering easy. Now find the centre of your pot and dig a hole for your plant. Gently take the plant from the pot and pop it in. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. You know how I always say, don't bury your plants too deep? Well, tomatoes are one of the rare exceptions to that rule. Low down on the stem are roots waiting to happen. Plant your toms deeper than usual and these roots will trigger and your plants will establish and grow faster. Now make sure your mix is nice and level and put in a stake. Avoid pushing it through the root ball and tie off with budding tape. Don't strangle your plant though. Putting your stake in at planting time is a smart move as it avoids root damage later on. Put your pot in its final position, water well. I'm using a solution of pure organic seaweed plant food, and you're done. With larger pots, it's easier to assemble them in situ rather than trying to move them once they're all put together. And completely optional, but I also like to mulch my tomato pots with some LUCERNE mulch. It helps retain moisture and breaks down, adding extra nutrients. All you need to do then is keep your plants well watered, and before you know it, you'll be picking mouth-wateringly delicious tomatoes.